In this universe,
in this galaxy, in this world, beneath the influencer clouds,
over the viral video fields,
off the information superhighway,
there are voices in the digital wilderness, whispering
more opinions.
If you listen,
you will hear. So in a world where I am a very eclectic song person, like I like all kinds of music. Okay, we didn't talk about this at all, but it was on my head because I saw something talking about the most artists with #1 hits. Okay, so I went past Beyonce, and she's got a new song out called Texas Hold'em. Okay, it's like #1 on the country charts. The problem I have is it's not country music. Ahoy, ahoy. And hello, Susan. If it was just like a dance song, because I like dancey, I like catchy, poppy tunes. I do. I like pop music. It's pop. It's not country. So I can see how guys like Tex would like shoot their TV and stuff. I was like, that ain't my country. Because I get it. Like I totally understand. But it's always like country hasn't been country, I find, for a very, very long time. Hola, amigo. 555 centos palos. Did I say that right? I think I nailed it.
Most country is the modern country, which is there's a term for it, and I can't remember what it is.
Club country. That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
Wrong.
That was for Bolo.
That was for Bolo. Yeah. Mike, so we'll just do over the top 5 really quick. So Michael Jackson has had 13 songs in the top 100. 51 songs in total. Biggest one was Billie Jean for 7 weeks. See, I like that tune. Drake has 13 in the top 100. This is Billboard, by the way. Rihanna has 14. Now Karen wants to. She's a beautiful woman.
Yeah.
#2, Mariah Carey, another beautiful woman. 19 songs. #1. Do we want to guess who #1 is? Most songs in the top Billboard 100. I have no idea.
Lay it on us.
The Beatles.
Really?
With 20 songs.
Whoa.
Hey Jude was their biggest song, #1 for 9 weeks. Interesting. Who knew?
And that comment, Tex, when you make a movie, you've got to have that scene of someone gouging out their eardrums with a rusty fork.
But it's got to be a real bad song.
Not even that.
Or that's just, like the clown, like Terrifier clown there, just taking a
that. Or it's kind of like this movie, Would You Rather? And Jeremy referenced it on a show. I had seen it previously on one of the Harsh Truth movie reviews. Jeremy referenced Would You Rather as a movie. Sasha Grey was in it. And in order to win a whole bunch of money, all these people at a table have to do these terrible things to themselves until only one person is left. So there you go, Tex. There's an idea for you. Red Dirt music scene. Hey, independent artist. Nice. Good.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I bet you when the guys were like what's his face? Like Luke Bryan. My wife loved him. And his cadence, I just want to listen. Hick, truck, here, son.
You saw that movie, Sue? Wow.
What movie?
Would you rather?
Oh,
I'm going to bring it up so people know what I'm talking about.
yeah, go ahead. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. So right after Kick of the Cat, we were gonna bring something up. I'll let Alex do his part first, then we'll discuss our mission to kill Easter. There's your hanging moment for the death of Easter, and we'll explain why after. I feel it's a movement we need to start.
Here it is from 2012, hour 30. There's the great Jeffrey Combs. Brittany Snow, I haven't seen her in much, but Jeffrey Combs, Sasha Grey, John Hurd, Rob Wells, Canada's own Rob Wells, and other people I've probably seen in the past. But desperate to help her ailing mother, a young woman unknowingly agrees to compete in a deadly game of Would You Rather, hosted by a sadistic aristocrat, played, of course, by the great Jeffrey Combs.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's
Alright.
not bad. Yeah.
Okay. So now, back to the mission to kill Easter. Yes, he is. Not that you can smoke pole and not be a douche. You can just be a douche. I think it's time that we take back Easter for the furries. Now, when I'm saying this is because I figured that there's already a ridiculous war on Christmas. That, oh my God, we can't do more Christmas anymore. Right? I figure that we need to take Easter back for the furries. So I think we need to start a movement here that the Easter needs to be canceled because furries are offended.
Yeah, and Jeebus would not approve of chocolate.
Yes.
Yeah,
Because
chocolate is a sin.
I'm sure that it was very, very high in sugar for him, and he maybe he was lactose intolerant. Okay.
Yeah.
So
And,
yeah,
and because Jeebus knew everything, he could see the coming of the beatus, and he
yes,
tried to prevent it,
you know,
but he failed.
but he did, and now I got it. So he failed me. So
And
I don't know where they go with this now.
Nah, when you put up a chicken against a bunny, the bunny looks so much cuter, therefore the bunny was more marketable. And then you turn the bunny brown and you're able to break its ears off and eat them,
Yes.
and voila, Easter.
Because yeah, and then then Easter gets sad, then Jesus gets sad, and
Jesus wept.
like it's terrible. So come on, we need to unite, and bring Easter back for the furries. I don't think this is going to get much traction, but I figured
Not yet, but give it a few years and someone's going to watch this and they're going to forget about it, and then a few years away, it's going to all of a sudden come to
Yeah.
them. They're going to be like, "I got this great
great
idea."
idea. Yeah, it's gonna be like this earworm that's just gonna eat at the brains, and then they're gonna be like, ah, yes. But
Whoa.
but the bunny doesn't cluck like a chicken. They fuck like chickens because they're furries.
And it's going to be an AI generated
Yes.
commercial. It's
Yes.
going to look
About
weird.
about furries fucking. All right. Speaking of fucking,
Yeah, that's a great segue.
this segment is gonna be called "Fuck Around and Find Out." So now, with no context, everybody see, of course, these four gentlemen that are on the screen right now. So I'll let you digest. We're going to leave this up because we've said on this show for years, I think almost, and a lot of people are really starting to say this now. For you people that think it's so bad living in Canada, living in America, and oh, blah, 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 and all this other stuff. And what we say to a lot of these people, go to Russia and find out. Go find out what happens when you pull stupid shit in Russia. Now, I'm not making light of what these human pieces of shit did to people, but these are the four terrorists that attacked Russia. Now, first, I got to say they got some balls on them to attack Russia in Russia. Yes, that's a little John is completely agreeing. So,
TMI. No.
Yeah, thanks for sharing, Tex. I only wear my holster because I gotta be ready. Pew 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 pew.
Gotta
But
wear my boots and
my
my
boots and my
holster.
holster. In the missus sometimes wear spurs because I like when they dig in my back. America. So from what I was reading, I'm not gonna try to read these piece of crap's names, but this dude here, this one here, so his ear is barely hanging on, apparently, all swollen up and cut to crap. Okay. This guy has had the ever-loving teetotal shit beat out of him. Same with this guy. This guy looks like he's actually still got the penis in his mouth right there. Right there. And this guy might even be dead in the witness box here. Okay.
No, comrade. They fall and they hurt themselves.
So. So.
You know what? From personal experience, I'm going to agree with that.
Yeah. Because there's nothing worse when you leave your socks on and you're fucking just pumping. All of a sudden your legs are sliding out from underneath you. You're like, ah! That's the worst.
Socks or even bare feet, depends on the floor. And it's like you're trying to skate or something.
And then like you're trying to dig in and your calves are starting to burn because like you're just trying to hold, like you're trying to stay up so your legs don't stay. You're like, yeah, it's like leg day. But they're coming. But
then it turns into this weird spastic exercise of you trying to stay upright and do the thing.
Yeah, because your legs are cramping and you're trying to walk it off. And So anyways, I believe there needs to be more pictures like this around the world of people, terrorists who do this kind of shit. To realize what happens when you fuck around, you indeed do find out. And people are going, oh, they're being tortured. Good. You wanted to do something in the name of whatever God you're proclaiming this to. I don't know what God it is. Don't know if they're claiming to be a part of a group. They're gonna get you there in Russia more later than sooner because you're gonna hurt. And they're just not gonna death you. You're gonna go through some shit. So, bravo, Russia. I think we need to do this to more of these terrorist assholes that attack the world. That's my opinion. Not Alex and the Garbage Man, just the Garbage Man's opinion. Alex?
That's it, really?
Yep. So, yeah.
Hey, look who it is.
Hey, I don't care what message they're trying to send, Frank. If they got beat up, I like it. Sex tip. Okay, there you go.
You know, Tex, at the end of a movie review, instead of recommending a movie, give a sex tip.
How about after the harsh truth? It's with like late night with Tex.
Yeehaw, boy.
Yeah. And every show starts with this.
She wants the dick!
I like it. Wow. Wasn't there one of those on Howard Stern once, a chainsaw with some dildos or something?
No, that was in From Dusk Till Dawn. Remember? They modified, I think it was a chainsaw, or it was like a motorized dildo.
The jackhammer, with the spike on it, yes. Yes.
And for talking like that, we lost 2 viewers.
Oh, wow. Sorry we offended you. The dirty perverts are still here, though.
Yes. The filthy, it should be 5, but we're back up to 7. Maybe someone got disconnected because they had to go watch The Prawn for a moment.
Yes, maybe.
Where's the one with the chainsaw? Only in your world would we hear that.
So I just see this because I see a Blink 182 video on my Facebook feed. I was watching their concert from Lollapalooza, and Tom DeLonge has a really nice mic stand with a white mic. It's all white. I don't know what happened. I kind of missed it, but like he bumped his mic and the mic fell off into the crowd. He couldn't find it. You can see he's looking for it, and then he's just got an ugly black mic. I should go look to see if he got his white one back. So, hello, Quinlan. I think that is. I wonder if that's Quinlan. Like, Chadney, is that your daughter? I don't know. Hi, Quinny.
And just a friendly reminder, I said this to Sarah May's kids a while ago, and I'm going to say it now. This show is not exactly for
She's
children.
18.
Never mind. Never mind. Welcome.
I got your back, Jack. All right. So you said you had some pictures that you wanted to rip through. So let's whip through some pictures.
Yes. So when I was setting up the show last night, I found this interesting little tidbit that had been added by YouTube in the past week. And I clipped this, and here it is now. Altered content. Now this is great. Does any of the following describe your content? Makes a real person appear to say or do something they didn't say or do. Alters footage of a real event or place. Generates a realistic looking scene that didn't actually occur. So this is going after the fake news aspect or taking people out of context.
Yes.
I'm all for this.
Me too. Yep. Yeah, I'm fully in favor of this, of course.
Yeah. And I think this does not detract from people doing comedy stuff, but I think it does go a step toward making it clear what is and is not real, and it helps to cut down on taking stuff out of context. So this is, to me, a very welcome sign that YouTube is going in the right direction. Now, some of our viewers may disagree, and if so, chime in. Hello, Van. How are you? I think on one of the Harsh Truth reviews from last week, Van had brought up in the chat Werewolf by Night, which is a great little movie. I think it's an hour long or less. And yes, it did capture the feel and kind of the look, because it was shot in black and white, of the old Universal monster movies. It was great. Oh, there it is. Yeah, keep it alive, because I forgot already.
Coos. Interesting.
And then,
Keep them rolling.
Did you see this on social media? This to me is absolutely ridiculous. Because sure, maybe a lot of people will not buy fuel between April 1st and April 7th, but guess what's going to happen between March 25th to 31st and April 8th onwards? People are going to buy fuel.
Yep.
So what is this doing exactly? And I would love to see how many businesses do and do not take part in this, because I can almost guarantee most large businesses are going to completely ignore this.
Of course.
So then are we supposed to boycott these businesses because they didn't get the memo? Come on.
Yep. It never does work.
Yep. Yeah, exactly, Frank. Just like I don't know how many years ago this was, 2010, 2012. It was the same thing going around as a chain letter email. Don't buy gas between these dates. Yeah, and how many people follow that? I'm pretty sure some people take part in this, but most don't because they can't. So are we going to boycott and cancel those people as well because they didn't do what we wanted? Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Yeah, exactly. And Dad is not the kind of small business. Well, he is the kind of small business that travels, but not to the extent of, let's say, a delivery company, a moving company, a something like Amazon or Domino's Pizza, Yeah. Where's all this tax money going exactly?
I've said this before, and I'll keep saying it. All the Mackenzie people or any of the Canadians, I don't know the last time you guys went through the national park, but that section of road, right, if you're coming south from Prince George, towards Calgary, just before the ice fields. If you're going north from me, it's just after the ice fields. There's a section of road there that I swear is concrete. And it has been concrete. It looks exactly the same. They've never fixed it. You have to pay $20-some now just to drive through the park. Like, that's not stop. Like, if I, like, in the south end here, at Lake Louise, if I turn to go up Highway 40 or 93 or whatever it is, or 96, 93, whatever. When I go north through the ice fields, I have to pay $20 just to drive through the park.
Park improvement fee?
Yeah, but I've never seen there, like, 2 or 3 years ago when I went back to BC with Cohen and Owen. So this is grade 11. That's the first time I've seen a huge chunk of road being fixed there. Other than that, I've never seen any really road construction through the park. They've been working on one bridge there forever now. Yeah, I mean, you always have had to. That's what I'm saying, Ryan. And that's what I'm saying, Ryan. But it looks exactly the same, like, from 20 years ago, I believe.
And the problem, Van, at least from my point, is that because the vast majority of all of our technology and products derive from oil, unless we can get away from oil and find something else entirely with which to develop products and technology, we're stuck with oil at this point. Because oil, it's still an abundant and cheap resource. Well, cheap, we're kind of getting away from that now. But we can't get away from oil at this point.
And I've seen a few of those videos where, like, albeit it's a text, like, I'm just saying with the accent, the thing you could tell he came from oil. And he says, he's like, that's fine. Your grand ideas about, like, what we're going to do. How are we going to replace all this? It's not just as simple as, and he's kind of saying what Van said there, right? It's all good to develop, but what are we going to do in the meantime? Like, what, like, and the other thing that me and Chadney have talked about a lot is what happens to all the jobs? Are you going to be able to replace all the oil field jobs with jobs in this different sector?
It's possible, although maybe not. I'm thinking of people at grocery stores who were cashiers and how you would have to hire 4 or 5 or 6, and now it's down to maybe 2 cashiers and someone at the self checkout. So you've cut your workforce in half.
Yep. I'm going to disagree, Sue. I think you're in Calgary, not to dox you, but for me to fly back to Prince George from here is like $700 round trip. I'm almost positive. I've looked this up. Let's see. I think it's even more to fly out of Lethbridge. But I know I have a. Go ahead. Sorry. Go.
No, you finish your thought.
Well, I have a friend who in Ireland who's got a girlfriend in Germany, and, like, he literally decided to stay a week longer, and he just booked another flight for a week later. It was 38 euros. It's like $38. Or that's like, it's, yeah. Okay. Let's see. So this would be April. Let's just April 9th. And we're gonna come back. Departing on the 10th. Go back on the 20th. See, search. So, yeah. So for me okay, I don't know, Susan, if you want to spend, you're in Edmonton. Yeah. Okay, but that's still ridiculous. That is absolutely absurd. $500 to fly. Yeah, for me, so me and Kim to go, that starts at $570 round trip. So me and Kim are looking at $1,200 just to fly home. And this isn't peak time. This is April 10th and returning April 20th. It's not like Christmas or midsummer. Yeah, and I know, like, down in the States, it's, like, ridiculous. Let's see, Lethbridge too.
Vegas, when I went in 2017, it was relatively cheap, at least for hotel and airfare, if I remember. Yeah. The old Boeing controversy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Okay,
the
so go ahead.
CEO is stepping down at the end of this year.
So for me to fly from Lethbridge to Vegas, what the hell? That's Calgary. Oh yeah, Lethbridge. Jesus, that's $780. That's what
Whoa.
it's saying. What, $1,600?
Do I hear 2,000 going once,
Great
going
googly
twice?
moogly. I know I looked at Christmas and we looked at book. Me and Ashley were still together. We had so 3 seats. We looked at because my mom got married one week and then Candace got married the weekend before or whatever. And yeah, it is cheaper for me to go fly down to Wichita, that place, than it is for me to fly home. I looked it up. It's cheaper for me. I could go see Alma and Bolo cheaper than I could fly home.
Yeah, maybe we'll come down there, eh? Have some cervezas.
And lots of beers and tequila. They probably got the real tequila.
Cerveza is beer, Holmes.
I don't like that kind of beer though.
Fucking gringo. Cabron.
Really got to use incognito.
Yes, you do, because if you keep your browser open, you go back in, I think it logs your cookies and then it'll just up the price bit by bit.
I don't even know how to do that.
Clear your cookies, bro.
How do you clear your cookies, bro? I don't even know how to do that. I better look into clearing my cookies. Yeah, and you want to know what? And that's Alma would have like the good Mexican tacos too, not this shit that we eat here. Get your mind, shut the fuck up.
She's got to be drinking, because then the Mexican will come out, like you've said in the past.
Oh,
like,
I've only heard her drunk once.
Oh,
and
no.
it was awesome. You could just like shut up. Like you could hear it. Like you could hear it come out of her. Like when she had to. Oh yeah, it's hilarious. Actually, if I remember the correct, I think Bolo was on that night too, but he was laying beside her snoring. I think it was.
Then if subtitles were an actual thing, below Bolo it would be in brackets, snoring in Spanish.
I wonder if it's like instead of ja, it's like sha.
Dad, I was trying to make that kind of bowel cleaning comparison, but I couldn't figure out how to do it.
Open the new Microsoft Edge.
Got great
Select
food, eh?
I bet you guys have excellent food.
Yeah.
Hey, don't even say sorry, because they're like, they're like, let's talk like Canadians. No do to boot it. Oh, I'm sorry. Would you like your Duke Chesterfield there? Oh dear.
I bet we could do that if we were there face to face, and everything would be fine. We're not going to get offended. We're not going to start yelling at each other. It'd be just a big laugh fest because we know we're joking.
Of course.
Yeah.
Under clear data. What? Oh, there's cookies and site permission.
Don't do that now.
Oh, no.
You're on the show.
I know. Oh, delete and manage cookies and site data. All right, I got it.
Or you could get a program like CCleaner, and that can go a long way in clearing history and cookies and excess stuff from other programs, so your computer runs maybe a little bit faster.
Well, it's not the fast. Like my computer runs great, but it's the I guess the incognito. Now I heard on the radio that they were supposed to start looking into that here about price gouging, including gasoline, like gas companies. But of course, nothing happened.
And all of a sudden, everyone who looks into it, they just start dying mysteriously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They get suicided.
Tamales, eh?
December tamale season.
Why, Dad? It's a great program. Oh no. Okay, what do we do? What's the alternative? There's got to be an alternative, because it's a good program.
I want to shoop. Shoop-a-doop. Shoop-a-doop. Shoop-a-doop.
Yeah, that's great.
All right.
All right.
I'm okay with that.
I wanted to go back to Ryan's comment for a moment. I should have done it at the time because it would have been a great addition. Because Ryan used the word, Jesus, that was a while ago now. There it is, activists. And I wanted to bring up, around Christmas time, I see this on social media. Yep. Everyone likes the heat at that time. We're all burning natural gas and oil then because we want to stay warm.
Yeah. Mm. Yeah, that's I think if you want to say like the activists, if you want to say like the extreme activists, maybe they do. They're the ones that like, we want change right now and this has to happen. I think people that will sit back, like, we got to start. I think a lot of the activists, quote unquote, say that like, we need to start looking into alternative heating and sources, right? You know, and I think what happens is a lot of these poor people who probably get mad about this is when you get these eco terrorists that are gluing their faces to paintings and stuff like that and roadways. It's like the people who are fighting, if you want to call it, they're in the good fight and trying to get legislation in and whatnot. These people are just irritating them all to high hell because it's like, you're setting us back so far.
Yep.
By
And their
doing
own
that.
movement. Yep.
Yes. Yep.
Centralia, Pennsylvania. Well, is that just a great wasteland?
Is it a teenage wasteland?
They're all wasted.
I want to look that up. ST.
The explosive trees. The explosive trees were caused by the Jewish space lasers. If that's true, Tex, that sucks. What would be great is if somehow we could accelerate the research and development into solar energy, the capturing of the heat of the sun, and use that not to replace oil and natural gas, but as an addition.
Yes, that is the case. So, sorry. So this is the place, I do believe, that Centralia, Pennsylvania, is the place that there is a fire burning underneath. Yes, the coal mines underneath the town caught on fire.
Ooh.
And it's still burning to this day. And they had to move the city.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. And from what, now if I can find the lore I remember hearing, like some kids apparently started the fire.
Damn kids. Reason number 1512 not to have kids.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, from what I've been told is this town is the inspiration for the video game, the Xbox, Silent Hill. Yeah, like Silent Hill. Yeah, this was the movie for the inspiration for Silent Hill. And yeah, like the roads are all cracked and heaved from the heat underneath. Yeah, it's still burning to this day.
Jeez.
Yeah. Cool. Anyways, what else we got?
Yeah, not really.
Okay. So there are actually 4 people still living there. 5 people residing there.
I was born here and I'm gonna die here.
Yeah.
In Nothing But Trouble. I feel as though I've seen that.
I feel that is a porno that Ryan is trying to feist on us.
Wrong.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I haven't seen this, but Ryan has recommended it before. It's from 1991. It's with Chevy Chase, Dan Aykroyd, and John Candy. Wow. And Demi Moore. and Raymond J. Barry, and Brian Doyle Murray, and Daniel
Wow.
Baldwin, and Peter Aykroyd. Nice. And Dan Aykroyd directed it. Jesus. Yeah, I got to see that one day. Yeah, have your hippie feels. And we will.
Yes. America! Fuck yeah! Okay. Oh, see, this is an easy one. See, sometimes they do these stupid movie things that it's like, to me, this isn't even oh no, I read it wrong. Ooh, okay, I think I know where Tex is gonna go. I think I know where Alex is gonna go. Oh man, I'm even torn.
Is this some kind of would you rather?
I enjoyed both movies immensely.
Me too.
So that would be a hard pick.
Of which to keep?
Which to keep. Yeah. Choose one to keep.
Ooh.
I really enjoyed both. I thought it was 28 weeks later. I'm like, well, that's an easy one. But oh, nice.
Consider longevity. With 28 Days Later, there was a sequel, and I think a third one might be.
I heard it was in the making. Yeah.
That'd be great. Now with Saw, we've got 10 or 11 of them. Of course, Tex will
I knew
correct
Tex
me.
I knew Tex was gonna go all day go with Saw. Me too, Van. I think I'm going 28 days later myself as well. Yeah, 28 years. Yeah. No, I think that's what they're calling it. But like these zombies were dying after 28 weeks. But I guess that the whole planet is. Yeah, I guess.
I'm going to go with Tex. Saw.
Saw.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. I love 28 Days Later, but no, for longevity and sequels and such, Saw.
Now you said it's one of the best zombie movies ever. There's a lot of good ones. Like the original Dawn of the Dead, even or Night of the Living Dead. Sorry, even Dawn of the Living Dead.
Day of the Dead was great.
Yeah, I quite enjoyed the remake, the newer Dawn of the Dead. I really enjoyed that one.
After.
Wow.
Yeah, same with Nick, because I think it was after
it was
part 3.
Yeah, I was like, Cam done. No, I made it. Though number 2 was the house, right? Yeah. Still, I think everybody used that line from Scream. Everybody.
There's a line in Showgirls that Robert Davi has, and it's, I think it went something along the lines of, how do you do a job, or maybe it was, what's it like having a job where people don't come on you?
Wow.
World War Z was great. I liked
it too. Wow. See, I've heard the book is way different than the movie, but I didn't mind the movie.
Yeah, the book is very different.
No, I disagree. Yeah, I quite enjoyed it. And then I love the cliffhanger at the end was great. Yes, I will agree with Van. It does have the greatest bad sex. Yes.
In the pool.
Like, because I think most dudes logically, like, probably would have, and you say what we want. I think every dude would have been like, get off of me. Like, what is your problem? Now, I know Jesse Spano was hot as F, but like, yeah, get off of me.
Thank you, Sue. Take care.
Yeah, bye, Sue. Thank you for coming and joining us for a while. Oh. See, there's another case where a chainsaw gets out of control and someone dies. Viciously. So, more pictures?
Yes, and I didn't know this until I saw this picture recently.
Yep, I'm not going to disagree.
I'm sure with CGI, that could happen in this day and age. Take care, Dad. Chew
Bye, Bruce.
slowly.
Yes.
Make sure that will is up to date.
You're going to make him say stuff about your mama's titties again.
I can ban him. No.
Hey, guess what? It was taught in our school. If you took forestry class, it was taught.
That's right.
Yep.
Yes. Excellent.
And you also had to take a chainsaw course in the sawmill before you were allowed to run one.
Makes sense.
Yep.
Good.
So, yes.
So I didn't know this until I saw this picture yesterday. Did you know, and I swear Casey's going to pop up the instant I bring this up, flat earthers are called flurfers. Flurfers.
Flurfers.
Is just
I love
Earth flat?
all that.
Or all the planets in our solar system? Legitimate question. Planets are round. The Earth is not one of them. Earth is not a planet? Or Earth is not round? I think the Flat Earth Society has made this point in the past that Earth is not round. I don't know.
You know where my brain went to right away? Was Starship Troopers, like, do you want to know more? Like, I feel I want to follow this conversation now. I feel like I'm invested. Like, I feel I need to know, like, yeah, where this is going. Oh, even at my my job now, before we could use a chainsaw, we had to take a chainsaw course. Yeah.
You know, come to think of it, that's one thing I've not seen in movies, at least not that I can remember. Whenever someone is in a hairy situation and they come across a chainsaw, they're able to fire up the chainsaw and use it properly. I don't know that there's ever been a case of a chainsaw accident where someone who's never used it before picks it up and they accidentally cut their arm off or something. That'd be funny, kind of.
You've seen a lot of movies too. So, I mean, if you're going to do that, say, I feel that should have happened in Tucker and Dale versus Evil, but there was enough good kills in that one.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is an important point that Van brings up.
I had I'm glad Van brought this up because this will be a good subject now to talk about. So I went and got some blood work done and I was talking to the nurse and we got in this discussion about high school, about school. And since COVID, because my son lived through school. Okay, let's talk about that picture first.
Okay.
Wow. Yeah, Florida. Of course it's Florida. Of course it's Florida. Wow.
And I'm not saying in an alternate universe that would be me. I'm just saying that picture of that kid kind of looks like an alternate universe me from when I was 20.
Who apparently likes to beat his dick when he can't get into sloppy joes. Wow. Then kick the cop.
Sloppy Joe.
He's still nothing about that dude that was high on meth while masturbating and fighting off 12 cops. That is a story. That happened.
Van, have you ever talked to Casey? Because Casey will set you straight on NASA and why they would lie about the shape of the Earth.
Okay, so before we go on a real weird tangent here. So this lady, yeah, right? This lady talking about school made the same point I did, and I thought it was amazing that school is bullshit, especially high school, because there are too many parents that think their children are going to go change the world. Now, I'm not saying that my son wasn't going to be, but my son did not excel at school. My son is he's like his dad, a meathead that's strong. And guess what? The world needs meatheads that are strong. Yep. I'm not saying he couldn't go get a trade. None of that stuff. But there's too many parents out there who coddle their children to think their children can do anything that any other child can do. Mine couldn't. I wish I could have got him into more like trade school-ish courses. You know, not just a shitty mechanic class or shop, but something like a real mechanic class. Like you're tearing, like it's even changed. When we were in mechanics with Mr. Dugan, we had to tear apart a lawnmower, put it back together, get it running. That's what we had to do. That they don't do that anymore. I think that school, especially since COVID, that's what was my point, is a bunch of bullshit. So you're telling me 1 year the kids just didn't have to do their diplomas and they can just graduate and we can move on? So why are we doing this to kids? Why are we putting this stress on children for no fucking reason for shit that they're not even going to use? Tell me how many times you've used polynomials since you've left school. I'm sure if you're going to use polynomials, you're a smart kid who we know you're going to use polynomials. The kid that just got drunk and ran into the wall at the high school dance, there's a pretty good chance that he's just going to be a parts guy or a wrench monkey in the oil field. So why don't we get him more into courses that are going to help him in that in his future endeavors? No, because there are too many parents who are like, oh, no, little Timmy. Yeah, I realize that, he eats his fingers all the time and he bangs his head into the desk, but don't worry, he's going to be a rocket scientist. Like, no, he's not.
And before you go on, before she leaves, Beverly, thank you so much for liking us on Facebook. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it every time. Oh, she's gone. Damn it.
She's gone.
Maybe next time.
So, yeah. So I think school's a bunch of bullshit. And
fair enough, Van. Yeah.
Of all the places to like plant your flag, Popeyes.
Plant your flag. Coos.
Plant your flag, Coos. I love it. 90%. Tell me something that's useful. Step back right now in the life that you live. Really think about it. I learned how to change oil, tires. I can do light maintenance on a vehicle because I learned the mechanics. I got my class 1 license. Not in school. I got my H2S, my first date, all that stuff. I got out in the real world. Got none of that through school. I like anyone to think back to school that like maybe we do, like maybe Van is, so we don't dox, maybe he's a fucking Rhodes Scholar and like so maybe there is stuff from school he can be like, like I can I can do this and I got this from school that I can use. Now for the most part, most of us are like, no. I vaguely remember learning in socials about Turks and serfs and something about like the oligarchy of like landowners and shit in like early Canada. But see that's I don't remember it properly because who gave a fuck?
Especially since it's pronounced oligarchy. So
Whatever.
I don't know what the hell class you were in.
We were in Mackenzie. You think we had top-notch teachers? Actually, we had some pretty cool teachers. Miss
We had
Coyle.
some good teachers.
Grrr. Yummy. No, we had some good teachers. Miss Turcott was an awesome teacher.
Yep.
Miss McKay, Mrs. Williams, Mr. Dugan was right on. Mr. Grady was awesome.
Mm.
Yeah.
And even though they weren't well liked by most of the people I knew, Mr. Clark, the English teacher, and Mr. Damn it, he was a math teacher. Mr.
Morrell.
Yes. Great
Sid.
teachers, both of them.
Sid. Yeah. Sid.
Yeah.
Yeah. I knew Sid outside of school.
A lot of good knowledge. And the way they dispensed their knowledge was looking back on it now invaluable. So I really appreciated that they were there at all. And they did care to a degree.
Like I feel like Mr. Clark could have been like in a fancier school. I feel that way. Him and his wife. I had his wife for grade 5.
6 and 7 for me.
Okay, and I feel that they both could have, been at a different school and excelled. But that's just me.
Yeah, see, some of the, like Tex is saying, some of the stuff you learn outside of school is going to be not only invaluable, but it's going to be a lifelong help in the back of your head.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Well, and again, okay, I can't. Oh, I lied, Ryan. I lied. So I can't say anything. I can say I learned how to run a skidder and skidder chains in high school through the forestry program because we had the the plot of wood. I don't know what the hell they call them anymore. I can't remember what they were called. The cut block or whatever the school had. Mr. Crosby. Mr. Crosby was an awesome teacher. And later when I was down here, we had to cut down a bunch of trees. And me and my, I had two friends that worked at Volker with me, and they were Ontario guys, and they knew how to run that stuff. So we were using the truck with the flat deck that had a winch like a skidder, and dragging it through the wood, like the bushes that we had to cut down. Can't say woods. Wood lot. Thank you, Ryan. It was a wood lot. So. Now, I also contribute that to teaching children or teaching our youth is they have the attention span of a gnat fly. I taught my son can change oil. Now, it's funny, though. He knows how to do it, and he knows how to change a tire. Make sure you know how to do those two things. In retrospect, it is cheaper now just to go get it done at Jiffy or Quick Lube. It really is. Like I do now. I used to, actually, my pickup truck, I remember the first time I taught my son how to change oil. I remember I get the truck up on the ramps, and I'm like, there is a reason I didn't want to change oil on this thing. I can't remember. Like, I can't remember. And then as soon as I drop the oil, I go to get the filter off. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, because it's in a horrible spot. I have not changed oil on my truck since.
Yep.
Yep.
Absolutely. Yeah. Even just basic tools.
Yeah.
Allen keys, socket set, a crescent wrench.
Yep.
Yeah. Know what the different screwdrivers are, the Robertson, the Phillips, the Hex.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
so
know
you
that
can explain it to other people.
Yeah, and there's not just one size. There's different sizes. Make sure you get the right size to use, or you're going to strip the bolt head out, and you're not going to have a good day.
Yeah, especially if the bolt is right in there, like it's flush with whatever surface you're trying to pull it out of. You are not going to get it out of there. And that has happened to me a time or two.
And can I also recommend buy proper screws? Don't go buy Walmart crap. Make sure it's good, sturdy from like a Home Depot. None of this shit like Chinese shit you get at Walmart. Make sure it's a good, sturdy nut bolt. Well, I had I bought some running boards. I'm gonna put them on myself. But yeah, just with the oil now. Like I don't have a shop, Tex. If I had a shop, maybe I'd be more inclined to do it then. But I just don't want to lay out on the road or on the driveway. Like, nah, forget that.
You know, with some people, yeah, because it's a daunting task. They are slightly exposed to something new, and it's too much for them to try and take in. That's why they just push it away. Yes.
Yeah. Well, I will also, but I will give a shout out to our local Jiffy Lube, because before I hauled a trailer last year, my truck didn't have a lot of kilometers on it, but it is a 2014. And I thought, I'm going to get the transmission oil just changed just because I'm about to haul a trailer. Not super far, but I've never had it done. It looked good, but I thought let's change it. So I tell the guys, yeah, oil change. I want a transmission flush, and then check the diffs and whatnot. Okay. And then he says, he brings me all the little samples, and he says, why do you want to change your transmission oil? I'm like, well, I'm about to haul a trailer. And he's like, well, how many kilometers you got in this thing? I'm like 70. He's like, that's it? I'm like, yeah, I never drive it. We have a Jeep. It's like, oh, I was like, your transmission oil is fine. He could have totally bilked me to do it. Right? It takes a little longer than 5 minutes, the one I go to. So, but more pictures.
Yes. Social media, I can't remember exactly who I stole this from, but maybe it'll work itself into the grand conspiracy.
You like these things.
They're good conversation pieces. There might be a little bit of truth to this.
Hey, I'm going to agree with Kelly. If you can barely make ends meet with yourself and a partner, why would you want to bring children into it?
Yeah, if you can't provide them a good life, if y'all are going to be struggling, like it turns into do I pay for fuel, or do I pay for rent, or do I pay for food. If it's down to that situation, which for a lot of people it is, then yeah, it's not worth it.
No,
Yeah.
it's not.
Yeah, especially with the way that prices are rising. Here in the lower mainland, fuel has gone up to $2.01. I think it was 201.9 the last I looked at it. What? We were at 170 2 weeks ago, I think. What is going on?
And I know this. Well, these Tex and Van are Americans, but so yeah, the boomers should get a lot of the blame. But then you'll see the videos when Trudeau's being asked about this stuff, like what are we doing to help the Canadian? And he always likes the same lines, and I'm hoping you almost hope that someone's just cutting the video to make it sound like he just says the same crap. Like, we're working harder to put more money into Canadian families' pockets. And it's like, I hope that this is just a cut that someone made and they're just using the video to make you look like a fool because you are a buffoon right now. Canadian or people in the world, not just Canada, in the Western civilization have not ever been poorer. And that's a fact.
Yeah, so many are struggling right now.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm not going to go with the Trump exaggeration of there's never been any poverty like this before. The world has never seen anything like this. I hate when he exaggerates like that.
Yep. Yeah, because there was something called the Depression.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was probably worse.
Yeah, for a few years, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Wow.
You got a video of this?
Yeah, proof or didn't happen.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, proof or didn't happen.
Or at least pictures that I can cobble together into a GIF.
Yep. I agree.
Yeah, it's definitely not easy.
No. And that oh, go ahead. Sorry, no, go. You were.
That's the thing, Van, is to have at least a parent at home to help to raise them. That's what really helps. And then the other person is bringing in the money. It is tough, especially in this day and age. You got to cut corners wherever you can. So yeah, you're probably going to Walmart, buying the cheapest thing you can so that you can have enough money to spend it on something else. Like get enough food on the table, pay the rent, the utilities, the maintenance on the vehicle. Yeah, it's not easy.
Oh, Ryan just I gotta read this before I. What does this say, Ryan? Trump once said Trudeau's actress mom had sex with Jagger, and oh, that's why. Oh, Trudeau's mom's kind of dimey from back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But just because Trump said it, that doesn't make it true. Come on.
It makes it all true.
He said it, it's true.
It's all true.
I'm Teflon Don. I say
Yeah.
things that are true and only things that are true. The world's never seen anything like it. Now I bring this up.
Say? Okay.
How to navigate social media in this day and age. Chain letters, copy and paste status. Number 2, if anyone asks you to comment at highlight on their post, it's a scam. Posting any kind of legal notice about how Facebook does not own your materials is worthless.
Yes.
And also makes you look silly.
I wish people would figure that out more. God, that drives me nuts.
You would think it's such an easy thing because when you sign up for Facebook, you have to agree to the terms of service, which outlines that, everything you post on Facebook, Facebook owns. It's right there. Read it.
Yep. I'm not going to read. This
is a great point. In less than a year from now, take out that like, please. We're all going to be dealing with way more sophisticated AI deep fakes that are going to be really difficult to tell what's real and what's not. If you're still getting beaten by scams from the last decade, then we're all going to suffer as a result. Always look something up before you post it, especially if it seems amazing or outrageous. Always. If you do get conned by something, make sure that everyone knows about it. Yes, it's embarrassing, but telling others saves it from happening to them too. So yes.
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 Speaking on
Did you
things you
hear-
can't. Yeah, he makes the claim, he moves on. No one's ever seen anything like it. It's the greatest, it's the best. He
excuse
speaks
me.
at a 4th or 5th grade level, I think someone had said. I can't cite a source on that. Deep Fat Fried. I think Scotty on Deep Fat Fried had said that, and that was on one of the recent Onion Nuggets videos. How do you know, Ryan? Did you get in there too? Yeah.
All right. And she's very dimey looking.
But you got to send some money to Ukraine in order to, fight Russia in the proxy war. Geopolitics.
Yeah, you know.
And you got to give money to Israel so that you got a stepping stone to get all over the Middle East and Europe with your army.
Right.
Yeah. Geopolitics, bro. All right, Bolo, you asked for it, and you got it.
Wrong.
You know what? When all this started, I was saying they're going to turn him into a martyr. That's what's going to happen. And that's what's happened. That's what I
If he
feel.
doesn't get elected, you mean?
Yeah, well, I know. I feel that's why I think he's going to get elected.
Mm-hmm.
They've turned him into a martyr. And they're just going to go, cool, he's our guy. And yeah. So. All right, more pictures. Jeepers.
I'm pretty sure Killjoy Jake stole this from Tex, and this is going to be the Winnie the Pooh sequel.
It'll make you come, honey. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh yeah, that's just it. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it's going to be the old not my president, and then whoever gets elected is going to try and undo all the policies that the previous president did and rewrite history. Yeah.
Just a who's got a bigger dick content, you know what I mean? Like, ugh.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay. Do you have more pictures?
Probably.
Cool. I'm just trying to bang these pictures out and whatnot.
Giggity.
All right. Giggity, giggity, go. Just scrolling the old fast book. See if there's anything interesting.
You've said a few times when it comes to going to a concert to be there in the moment, and that is important. However, if some people did not bring their phones, then we would not have something like this. Slayer's last concert in Los Angeles 4 years ago. So this was November 30th, 2019. See, this is why I'm not against people bringing their phones, because without this, I would not know when Slayer's last concert was and what it was like, because I couldn't be there for something like this.
And they're back already.
Are they back?
Yeah, they're back already.
I know that, well, Tom wanted to spend more time with his family, but I think Kerry's got his own band. I don't know that it's Slayer.
I thought Slayer was back.
I think it's Kerry in a new band, because Kerry didn't want to retire.
Oh.
Winnie the Pooh, the Flaming Tea, that'd be awesome.
Formed in 81, eh? Wow. Just reading quick. Slayer announced their reunion tour February 2024.
Ooh.
Yes.
Damn. Does it say which drummer they're using?
So the members are Kerry King, Tom, Paul Bostafana,
Paul Bostaff. Ooh.
and Gary Holt.
So Paul is not the original drummer for
No, he's
Slayer.
not.
Dave is.
Yep. And
But-
Dave, he's a co-founding member.
Yep. Yeah, he was the original drummer. But Paul, the albums where Paul was a drummer, man, insane. You've
So
got to
he-
see the sorry for
No, you're fine.
droning on. You got to see the music video for Ditto Head by Slayer. Yeah.
You of either one of us is the last person that should be apologizing for droning on. Oh Lord. So Dave actually drums for the Misfits as well.
Oh wow.
In Fatimus, Dead Cross, Mr. Bugle, Empire State Bastard, and Misfits. Yeah. So he's got a bunch, yeah. And John Deedy, he's been a fill-in.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then oh, he died. The guitarist, one of the guitarists died for Slayer.
Yeah, the rhythm guitarist
Jeff Hanneman?
Jeff Hanneman, he died in 2014. I think it was a snake bite or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, it was something that just came out of nowhere.
Okay. Do you have any more? Actually, speaking of that, I think I have my next concert lined up, not till January, but Sum 41's doing a final Canadian tour.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go see them in January next year. I'm gonna take tickets.
Yes.
So yeah. Yeah. Just seeing here.
Jesus, I haven't been to a concert in
It
years.
wasn't a bite.
What
Heyman
was?
died due to liver failure in a local hospital.
Ah.
2013.
Hmm.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, I got some more. Well, you want to do our videos? Kind of running out of juice here.
Yeah, almost. I'm gonna give one to Tex.
Okay.
I think he would appreciate this one.
I don't understand.
It's the fear of just sneezing in general. Oh, it could be the Rona. Everyone run away, run
Oh.
away. Yeah. Yeah. See, there you go.
Mm.
That's one for Tex. There you
Okay, I don't get it.
go. Now this one. You remember this.
Yes, I do remember that. Yep.
Because I remember this. This was something I heard, I think it was 1994 or 95.
Easily. Yeah.
Yeah.
The other one I also heard was Marilyn Manson was the friend from Wonder Years.
Oh, yes. Yeah, but that's easily debunked with the use of the internet.
It is now, yep.
Yeah. And I think I had one more. Oh, maybe not.
I have one more.
Yes.
I remember someone shared that and tagged my sister in it, and she's like, "I feel attacked here." Sarah likes herself some Fireball. Actually, so do I. So, not yet. This weekend, I think.
Me too.
Yeah. I remember hearing. I heard something about. I don't think it was Bon Jovi though. I want to say I heard Bret Michaels.
And I had heard somewhere around that time about the Richard Gere and the hamster story.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Tex, did you see the new Ghostbusters movie yet? Because y'all are doing a review on it. this week, I think.
Oh, the bottom one that Chad said, that's who it was. I heard it was Rod Stewart. Yep, with the jizz. Yep.
Strange attributing that to him.
Some guys have all the luck. Oh.
Yeah, I got a bunch of stupid people and Karen clips. So you say the word and I'll play the intro.
Go!
But which one?
Surprise me.
You ever been in a parking lot?
A lot.
I love how I set up all these clips. You ever been here? You ever been doing that? You ever been trying this?
Actually, I have.
Nice. I thought it was okay. It could have been a lot better. I think there were a lot of missed opportunities. The creature, I loved the design of the creature, the main antagonist. That was great. Yeah, it could have been better, but it's a movie. I saw it. Now I can move on with my life. This person would probably, if they did some vocal exercises, I think they would make a good death metal vocalist.
Get off the steps now! I want the camera out! Who gave you permission? I need your names!
Drill Sergeant!
Who gave you permission to film? Get off the steps!
If you don't shut up.
I'm calling the police now!
Move.
Call 911 now! You know what, asshole? Since you insulted my kids and family, call the police now! No, give me the film and the camera! I've had it with you photographers that beat on me! No, you just did an illegal phone thing. You always work here alone. What's your name and number, Norma Kay? I'm tired of being beat up by people, by photographers who use the photos against people.
What are you talking about?
I want, and you threaten me. You come here all the time.
Okay,
This
go.
goes on for 4 minutes, by the way.
Yeah, I don't need 4 minutes of this. You need to cut a new video that says the photographers. Like, what are we? 1997? The photographers, give me your film.
And then cut to a clip of, I don't know, old Blue Eyes punching out a photographer.
Maybe. Good Lord.
Or Sean Penn.
Or Sean Penn, yeah. All right, I don't need to see any more of the Moose is Loose. You know, I want like, I hope you got a bunch of stupid people, because I'd like to hear some doo-doo-doo-doots. Like, yeah. Let's do some stupid shit.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Doodly-doo.
Before we get there, I'm going to give you one more.
Okay.
And this is from Down Under.
You fucking don't know how to drive a boat, sorry.
Do you talk to your mother like this?
No, I fucking don't, because she knows how to fucking drive a boat better than you, brother.
Doubt it.
I doubt it. What's this little thing? You got a 200 on the back of a fucking, what, kayak?
What are you, a fucking maritime fucking enthusiast
No,
as well, are
mate,
you?
I just like to do the right thing, and when you come through here
Oh,
fucking
yeah,
hooking,
yeah.
taking
Got
out
nothing
everyone
better
in their
to
fucking
do.
Christmas
Nothing better to
presents.
do to take the fun away from every cunt. Oh, that's it. Oh,
I
well,
hope you got that.
I did.
Good.
It's going straight on my Instagram.
Instagram, is that all you got?
No, I got TikTok as well.
Oh, TikTok, is that all you
Yeah,
got?
film this, Tal.
Is that all you got?
Yeah.
Now she's in a loop. Is that all you got? And he's probably going to name off 3 more things. Is that all you got? Is that all you got?
Yeah.
She's so flustered.
Do you know the rules, sweetheart?
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Really?
Oh, you're
You
gonna
on the
swear
other
there as
side
well?
of the fucking river.
Yeah, and you come through on the wrong side.
Really?
Hooking.
We're gonna leave because you're on drugs or some shit.
Drugs.
Yeah, something's
I
wrong
did
with
the
you,
right
eh?
thing, and I'm now just
Nah.
going for a swim.
Are you
Nah.
going to pump that
It's a
fuel?
shame
Yeah.
you ain't, son.
I'll pump the fuel because
You don't know what
we
else
don't
to
want to
do.
stay here with you.
Oh, that's a shame. Cocksucker!
What?
You don't even start your own boat.
Why are you blowing kisses?
Because he's a fucking stupid cunt.
What the
Look
fuck?
at you can't even start your own boat.
Huh?
Stop for an argument because he's doing the wrong thing.
No, actually, the boat stopped on itself.
Oh, it's stopped for himself.
And then that's gone.
Well, then there's that. Oh, here, this is just for Van. Before you send to the next ones. That's just for you, Van. Okay. Moving on.
Same Van with not the Lord of the Rings, but the Hobbit series. I don't know that was entirely necessary.
That wasn't. They could have done a one-off with that. They just should have done one, clipped it close to the book, and just been done. Like,
and
go!
stupid. Okay, so this one, it totally wasn't. Yeah. Oh, well, it was made into a movie and now we get to move on. Well, hopefully Peter Jackson has something else to do. And the Lord of the Rings trilogy, I feel, was enough to stay at least semi-loyal to the books. And that should have been it. Oh, well. I think I lost the point where the doodly-doot-doot is necessary.
Oh, you can just play it whenever. I just like the sound.
So you're going to watch the left side of the screen as the pedestrian in the blue jacket is crossing.
Okay.
And car.
Oh, Jesus! Wow.
Yep, crosses the entire lane because fuck that pole. Boom!
Question for the show. What book series or singular book deserves a film adaptation? There was a series of books that I read. Oh, I just started at the mill. So back in 1999, 2000. It was called End World. It was a post-apocalyptic world where creatures had, like, men had, like, kind of morphed with animals and stuff. Like, the DNA got mixed up. And I quite enjoyed that. I think they could, especially now with, like, Netflix and all those kind of series where they could be a little more graphic with the killings and stuff like that. I think that'd be pretty awesome to see myself. I don't know if enough people would have seen or read that book. Those books.
I don't know. I haven't read too many books since high school. I can't think of anything right now. But what I can think of is when the next crash is going to happen. Boo!
What the fuck? I was watching The Road. Wow.
That would be great, Tex. Although, I really liked, what was the other Max Brooks book that he did on zombies? zombie preparedness guide or something like that. That was a really good book.
Yeah, see, I don't know. I don't read enough books either, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's called End World. I see if I can find a book to show you. I loved it. I didn't read the whole series. I couldn't find any more of them. I'm sure it's on like a Kindle or something or whatever the hell book series. There we go. End World. See if I can find a picture of it. Yeah, there it is. End World, right there. I mean, it's a cheesy. Yeah, it was like the Seattle by David Robbins. That's what it was. That's what he was talking. Yeah, there it is. There's 38 books in this series. Yeah, and I can. Not yet. I'm going to though. Yeah, here are the books. There. Yeah. And I read a bunch of them, and I quite enjoyed it. Like, it's like a graphic novel without like the graphic. It's just reading. There's no pictures. So, yeah, I quite enjoyed those. So, yeah.
It's going to be woke text. Nothing but women. Yeah, and leading roles. Yeah, and I know you hate that. You hate it when women can do anything except be in the kitchen, right? No, I'm kidding.
All right, we got another. Are you gonna give me another one so I can hear do 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 at least one more time?
Yeah, I'm going to give you another one. Yeah.
All right. Do.
And we're driving. And he's got his turn signal on right about now, and he's coming up to a red light. Oh, but it didn't happen.
Now,
but it was close.
That happens all the time. Here, I see it. People run red lights on the daily here. It's ridiculous. Okay. Music makes the people come together. Yeah. All right.
They can be heroes in the bedroom. And thank you to Susan for liking
Thanks,
us on
Mom.
Facebook. Thank you.
It's finally on Apple Music. From 1989, Canada's own Maestro Fresh Wes. Drop the needle and let the backbone slide off Symphony in Effect. I remember getting this on a like a mixed tape cassette, and I played the crap out of that one song, Drop the Needle. So
Wolverine can do that quite easily. Starts wearing that dress would have to be black and yellow, I think. Yeah.
Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow.
Made of rubber. Hey, Casey. Oh, guess who gets their own intro? There he is.
Have you seen my wiener?
Hi, Thurman.
And Casey right now on his channel is reviewing Atari games, which is really cool.
Nice.
Yes.
I actually just got some wireless controllers so me and the wife can play her mini Super Nintendo. So yeah, I can't wait for that.
Yes.
So yeah, Maestro Fresh West. Movies
coming up. One moment.
Oh, and I did watch Ricky Skinnicky. I recommend it. I got a kick out of it. Leave your brain at the door. Yeah.
It's a good thing we're at the end of the show, hey?
Yeah. And then Thurman shows up. Hi.
Weird eyes. Plumbers don't wear it. That almost sounds like a porn.
It does.
Probably isn't, though. Because Casey is wholesome. At 10 p.m. All right. 10 o'clock. Is that 10 o'clock your time? No, because that would be happening already.
Yeah, he said it's happening, I thought.
I
I'm so
know that.
confused.
Kind of. Okay. All right. Well, that's the best we're going to get in terms of clarification. That's fine.
All right. Good job, Casey. Thanks.
Yes. And I watched this last night. This is from 2023, A Haunting in Venice. This is the third in the Agatha Christie adaptation that's been directed by and starring Kenneth Branagh. This one was very enjoyable. This more leans towards the creepy horror aspect. A lot of the camera angles are strange and interesting. Cinematography is good, though. After a while, all these tilted camera angles, I'm thinking, okay, you're pushing into it a bit too far, but just go with it. Turn your brain off, stuff your face full of popcorn, enjoy, as Frank says. Decent movie, good cast, keeps you guessing to the end. Good movie. So if you got nothing better to do, Haunting in Venice, hour 43, including credits. The setting is spectacular. Wherever they filmed, whether it was in a studio or on an actual set, probably studio, but very, very good setting.
There you go. All right. It's a good show. Had fun. Thank you, everybody, for being here.
Yeah. Less than 30 minutes. Casey is going live, and I'm sure Van will be there, and Tex will be trolling in the chat. Did you hear that in the movie? Wow. It wouldn't surprise me that he would do something like that. Wasn't Frank talking about the popcorn bucket at some point?
Feel I need to get myself a popcorn bucket.
Wow. It's kind of soft for nice. Well, if you can get away with it and make content out of it, why not?
Oh, excuse me. Oh, jeepers.
And the reason I said that I saw this movie last night is because I was supposed to go to the Danger Cats show. But if anyone's been following with their t-shirt controversy, I got to the show on time. I was like 5 minutes away from the show starting. I'm driving by the front of the venue. There's a protest going on. Of course. This venue is 3 blocks away from what I like to call Ground Zero, which is Main and Hastings.
Oh.
And for anyone who doesn't know, Main and Hastings is chock full, at least every time I've driven by, with people who are less than stellar, meaning they're really heavy into drugs, and you can see it just driving by.
They're doing the old Walking Dead thing, you mean?
Yeah, and the instant I was driving by the front of the venue, someone had a bullhorn and they screamed out, "Shame on you," and people started cheering, and instantly my girlfriend says, "I don't feel safe being here." And as we kept driving by, I saw police officers outside, and I thought, okay, well, that's not going to be so bad. And I asked her, "Are you sure?" And she said, "Yeah, I don't want to be here." And it was a sketchy part of town, so we didn't go.
Bummer.
Sucks, but I could not, drop her off at a bus stop or a SkyTrain
Yeah, no
station.
doubt. Yeah, no, especially down there. Yeah, no way.
I'll let you know how it goes.
Yeah, no doubt, right? Yeah. So, all right.
The new fleshlight, the Dune popcorn. I haven't seen this popcorn bucket. What's with the hype?
Now I gotta go look.
Yeah. What is up with this popcorn bucket?
Dune.
Why, Van?
Corn bucket. All right. It totally looks like a fleshlight.
Ah, okay.
Oh my geez. Oh my geez. Like what? Yeah. Yeah. I just Googled it. I don't know how they thought that was going to be a good idea. All right.
Nope. Drugs and sex. Wow. P. Diddy has fallen on hard times, it seems. Poor guy.
Oh, Poor guy. All right, let's get the hell out of here.
All right. Well, maybe next week I'll play what Sam Walker had to say on episode 174 of the Uncle Hack podcast regarding why the shirt was created. But tonight, that is all for us. You know, thinking about it, maybe it's better that I didn't go. I don't know. I'm not saying there was any violence because I didn't see it, but I don't know.
All right, and I got to share this because Ryan just sent this to me. I think, and the boys will get a kick out of this. I think it's a good way to end the show.
That's an actual neck beard.
It is a total neck beard. Wow.
That's awesome.
I wonder if that's what her vagina looks like.
Ew.
Maybe that's why Tom Holland likes it so much.
Thank you, everyone who was here tonight. Casey, Susan, Beverly, Dad, Van, Quinn, Frank, Chad, Alma, Tex, Bolo, Sue, Ryan. Thank you all for being here. We really appreciate it. People who we haven't seen in a while and we hope are doing well. Hanama, Overseer, Shlomo, Penny, Jen, Tamara, Sarah May, my friend Sarah, both Trevors, both Cindy's, my other friend Jolene, Nick's mom, Nathan, my Auntie Kathy, and shout outs to Garen, Ravi, and Ashley. We will be back next Monday. Next Monday is a special, not special episode because it'll be April 1st, 2024. Ew. You're bringing out that soy.
That's nasty.
Thank you, Van. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, Van. Thank you, everybody. It was great seeing you guys here. Thank you.
Yeah, and remember, think before you say something. Think before you do something, if you can. If not, get it on camera so we can make content out of it.
And love each other. Remember, we always don't know what everybody else is going through in their life, so try to be patient, including myself. Love you all, and we hope to see you next week.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, and good night.
New York City residents already showing their anger over this newly proposed policy. Again, it's just a proposal. One protester holding what he calls the New York Pizza Party. Look at this.
Give us pizza or give us death. New York City is nothing without pizza.
Police officers event he was arrested. Maybe he would have gotten off if he just offered a slice.
Si tu ne m'aimes pas, je t'aime.